another little mantle clock. This is Avon. I have 3 of these. This one's only $10. Has a cute little flower design on it. Has a little door in the back where the batteries go. Takes a AA. These are all working. I've tested them all. So I have 3 of these. And this I don't think is metal. I think this is plastic. These were from Avon. These are pottery pieces. I have 2 of them. They're real big mugs, very heavy, very nicely done. Handmade pottery, big handles, signed on the bottom. Both of them are signed on the bottom. Both made by the same person. AR. They're from 2015. This one is a little more scored, I think. This one. And this one has more splashes of white dots on it. So this would be for choice. Either one you want. They're very heavy, very well made. Pottery seems to be the fashion anymore. Pottery vases. You could even use this as a vase. It's big enough. It's bigger than my hand. Thanks for looking at that. This is a Homer Laughlin teapot made by, this is Homer Laughlin, but it's the pattern of career knives. It has a lid. It's in beautiful condition. No chips, no scratches. I'm just setting up another random. So this is on the stage. Beautiful career knives design. Gold all over it. The handles, the top, the lid. So this is running. It's in beautiful condition. Looks like it was never touched. This was my mother-in-law's. Thanks for looking at that. These are plates. This one is plain royale, Paris. It says Paint de la Main, hand painted. This is 11 inches. Beautiful teal green color. Has a stamp on the back. Beautiful hand painted roses. Thanks for looking at that. This is another antique plate. This is made by Johann Haviland. It's made in Germany, hand painted. Has a stamp on the back. This is 10 inches. This is beautiful. Great for a plate wall. Thanks for looking at that. These are cut glass, mosaic. I have everything listed as an auction, but of course I can't find anything. All right, we'll do another random. This is for the two of them. They shine in the sun. They're great for fall, great fall colors. It's like a cranberry, gold. I usually put some fall flowers in it, the glass inside. They're big. I've seen some that were candle holders that are half this size, but these are pretty big. You get the 2 of them for $10. Thanks for looking at that. This is a lusterware cup. You can see by the inside it's very shiny. Has gold for the feet, gold on the handle. This is a real fine china. It's real thin. There's no mark on it, but I'm assuming it's made in Germany. So it's like a dark green with the white and gold. This is another porcelain teacup. This is made in Germany. It says right on the bottom. Hand painted. Flowers. Flowers on the inside and smaller ones on the other side. There's gold on the handle and gold on the bottom. Very pretty. Great for those teacup shelves. This is restaurant ware. Has the maker's mark on the bottom. Very old pattern. It is porcelain, but it's a lot heavier than the thinner cups I just showed. This is a lid for a mason jar, canning jar, that you put the metal pieces on the top, and it does glow. I don't know if you could see it's blue. Does glow blue. It's a nice shape for how old it is. Thanks for looking at that. These are 3 little porcelain swans. I hope you can see them with my big hands in the way. There's 3 different ones. They were hand painted. Probably some of the paint has come off. They're very old. They are running. You get the 3 of them. They're great for a mini shelf. Is there anybody that's interested in the starting paintings or still doing glass? I have both, tons. Thanks for looking at them. This is a crystal trinket bowl, American Brilliant. It's in beautiful condition. No callouts. It's a beautiful little bowl. It's made by American Brilliant. Hand cut. The sawtooth top. Great for your rings, your keys. Thanks for looking at that. I have these apothecary glasses. You can have it with a choice of the glass orange lid or the glass clear lid. And I do have 13 of these. They're $6 each. They're great for putting in seashells or marbles, any little decorative item, flowers, dried flowers. They're a pretty good size. I think they're about 3 by 3. These are cloisonne jars. They're brass, enamel covered. They match. It's the same pattern. Lotus flowers. This one would be trying to think of the name for this one. It's a little bit bigger. And then this one has no lid. The top of the lid is rounded. They do match. They have the India stickers right on the bottom. Made in India. Both of them have the stickers. I guess that's unusual. They're in beautiful condition. That's what it is. Temple jar. Can never remember that name. That's the temple. That's the ginger. Thanks for looking at them. I have glasses that can be used for either wine. No, the fingerprints. That's from me. They are clean, I promise. It's just from me. They're crystal. Can use for water or wine. They're pretty good size. And I have this one. This is a little heavier. This is more modern cut glass, not real dainty. So I have 4 of these and 4 of these. These are Noritake. They're a little smaller. I have 2 of these. Again, they're very thin crystal. Thanks for looking at those. These are Crystal DRK juice glasses. Beautiful diamond design on the bottom. Very sturdy. No chips. Nice size for juice or just a little bit of wine. These are very small cordial glasses. Again, they're made by Crystal DRK. There are 2 of them. They're very pretty. They're very small. Great for a little cream de mint or plum wine after dinner. Thanks for looking at them. Champagne glasses. I have 2 of these. Again, don't look at the fingerprints. I have 4 of these ribbed ones. I have two of these. They have a twisted stem. They're a little bigger. And again, they're all crystal. These are more medium-sized wine glass. I have two of these. And they have a very pretty pattern in the bottom. And they are crystal. All these glasses are $5 each. If you want 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for looking at them. These are hurricane glasses. Great for strawberry daiquiris. That's my favorite. I have 8 of these. So there's 8 of these. They're pretty big. I can even paint them if anybody wants any kind of commission. They're great for a bachelorette party. I could put the wedding date or the names on, flowers, fireworks, whatever you want. And I do have 8 of these. This is another champagne glass. This one has an optical design in the glass and a twisted black stem. I have 3 of these. I had 4, but of course I broke one last week. These are very thin. Very, very thin. I just knocked it over and it broke. This is a huge champagne glass. This had the New York City logo, the Empire State Building, from January 18th, 2003. Some of it did wash off, but it's frosted squares. It's very big. I can use this as a vase. Hi, Tracy. This is a hand-blown, hand-signed martini glass. Has a beautiful hand-blown red heart. It's signed on the bottom with the sticker. It's actually signed in the middle. I don't know if you could see it. Hand-signed. Thank you. It's shining nice in the sun, too. And then I have this little martini glass. This has etched leaves on it. Very rare from what I can see. I haven't seen another one like this anywhere. It's very small. This is 3 glasses. They're the same size. This one has kind of a smoky amber color. This one is clear, except for my fingerprints. And this one is a blue, like a very light blue color. And these are small. They're more like I would say a cordial glass. And they are crystal. Thanks for looking at them. This is a Westmoreland Snubnose candy jar. Very old. I guess you put M&Ms in there and you could pour them out. It actually has a design on it. I don't know if you can see it. They're little embossed Christmas trees. And also I've used this as a vase. Thanks for looking at that. I have these 2 matching glasses. I use them for vases. And I have this anchor hocking vase. Move these out of the way. Green glass with a ruffled edge. The number on your screen you can use to buy the items as the claim number. These are little vases that match. One's a little bit bigger than the other. Could probably use it as a champagne glass, like the ones without the stem. And again, don't look at my fingerprints. So there's two sizes. You get the two of them for $5. I just have a little bit of ribbon in there. Thanks for looking at them. This is a big wine decanter. Anyway, this is a big wine decanter. I have flowers in it. I use it as a vase. It's a good size. I just have a little decoration on it. This would even be great with the hurricane glasses as a set. You can put juice or anything in here. Thanks for looking at that. This is a silver plate candle holder. It's a pounded metal. The International Silver Company sticker is on it. Has a little handle on it. It's a little chamber stick. I did not polish it, so it is tarnished. Some people like to have the dull finish. This is a light fixture, vintage, very old. It's 5.5 inches in the middle, or 5.25, 5.5. It's good for one bulb, good for a closet or a hallway. This is a Reed & Barton sugar and creamer. Has Reed & Barton right on the bottom. Stainless steel, never used. I'm married 50 years, and I would say none of the stuff in my china cabinet has ever been used. Thanks for looking at that. I just got this vase. It's probably not even on my page yet. I have it in my inventory, but I don't think it's been moved to the live stream. So this is porcelain. It's beautiful, no marks on it. Has a blue rose. It's very pretty. There's no marks on the bottom. No name, no stamp. These are Danui Nai resin plaques. There's 2 of them. They're hyacinth or hydrangeas, and they have dimension. There's yellow and pink. You can see the dimension. They're signed. You get the 2 of them. They have hangers on the back. They come as a pair. The number is on your screen for them, but I cannot get it to run. This is a buy it now, so the claim number is on your screen. Thanks for looking at them. Okay, I do these crafts. These are vintage baby shoes with a little bird's nest in them. The bottom are from my garden with pearls. I don't know if this computer is really slow. Having a hard time getting them to start. So there's the little birds, the little shoes. This is a nice piece of wood, the hanger on the back. This would be great for a kid's room, baby's room, or anybody that just likes country decor. Thanks for looking at that. I also have a little bit bigger one. Again, it's the vintage shoes with the bird's nests. And these I put roses on. This is a little bit bigger, but it still has a hanger on the back. And I love the little birds. And there's little buttons on the toes too. Thanks for looking at that. This is a beautiful fruit bowl. There we go. This is a good size. Has a sawtooth edge, ruffled sides. There may be a call out on this somewhere. I think there's a little rough spot. Yeah, right here. A little rough spot. You can't really see it. You just feel it. Flea bite, I guess you could say. Thanks for looking at that. This is a Joker cup from McDonald's. Has the Joker on this side. And the other side is the Batman logo. And this has a claim number on it too. So this, you would have to use that claim number if you wanted to purchase it. It's claim 855. Thanks for looking at that. This is a small bowl from Turkey. It's a small bowl, great for dips. Has turkey written right on the bottom. It's pretty heavy. Thanks for looking at that. This is a cut glass bowl with designs on it. Has flowers in the hearts. Nice size, like a bigger cereal bowl. Thanks for looking at that. I have two of these. These bowls are from Indonesia. This has a design on the bottom. On the bottom. I have two of these. Thanks for looking at that. This is a big salad bowl. This is made by Arkarock. It has the diamond print on the bottom and the starburst. It's very heavy. It's a good salad bowl. And again, all these things in my cabinet have never been used. Thanks for looking at that. This is a nice size glass tray. I believe it's anchor hocking. Has the button design. It does have one call out. There's a little spot here that was repaired. It's great for vignettes. I love putting some decorations on it, especially at the holidays. I'm not sure if that ran. You can see the mark right here where it was repaired. I think my husband dropped something on it one time. He's a klutz like that. Thanks for looking at that. And then this is a bigger tray with handles. And this has ribs on the bottom. Very big. You can see by my head how big it is. Thanks for looking at that. I have 4 Coca-Cola glasses. These are from Libby. There's 2 light green. This is the other light green. There's a dark green, kind of a bluish green. And there's the purple or amethyst. I love this color. So I have 4 of these. I love this amethyst color. These are old. They're Libby glasses. I have 4 of them. You can have your choice, light green, dark green, or purple. Thanks for looking at that. Then I have aluminum Coca-Cola glasses. I use these for vases too. I have 3 of these. They are empty. They're 8.5 ounces. Thanks for looking at them. This is a lead crystal candle holder. This is running. I always put a candle in it. A little decoration. Thanks for looking at that. This is it says Easy Bright Polishes on it. It's an old, looks like a medicine glass, but it was for cleaning products. It says Buffalo, New York. B.F. Stinson and Company. Thanks for looking at that. I don't know if anybody would be interested in marbles or minis. They're all listed for auction. I have every color marble imaginable: red, blue, black, yellow, green. I have some cat's eyes. Most are just decorative. And I also have hand painted minis that I actually made myself. If anybody has little mini shelves, this is a little bucket, the little scooper. They are painted by me. They were just that like real white wood. Very small. Can you snore? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Did you mean share? Christian? Did you want to look at marbles? You sound like a marble guy. I painted these little apples. These are great for a dollhouse or your mini shelf. These are little garden signs. It says, "The heart is a garden where seeds of love are sown." You get the two of them. These are little welcome signs. You get the three of them. These are little brooms, and these are in the original package from Woolworths. Never opened. They're probably from the 70s. So for my daughter's wedding, I made all these little candies out of wood. I have about 18 of these, 19 maybe. All different kinds. There's cupcakes. There's brownies. I don't know if a picture comes up for you, but there's all different kinds. There's a couple that look like pizza, cakes and cupcakes, brownies, little pieces of cake. I have about 19 of those if anybody's interested. I have these little rolling pins. I have a couple sets of these. Again, the hand painted. These are butter churns. There's two of them. I have a couple sets of these. Again, painted by me. These are little Amish boys. on jute. Again, in the original package, never opened. These are, again, from the 70s. Thanks for looking at that. Little mushrooms that I made. And these are wood. These are little purses that I made. They're out of resin and pearl handles. These are great for dollhouse. These are garden signs. You get the two of them. These are great for hanging on the side of your mini shelf or even in a dollhouse. Little barns. And again, you could take the jute off and just put them on the shelf. And these are the original packages, never opened. These are little clay pots. You can put a little flower in them. Put them on your mini shelf or in your doll houses. Comes with 6 of them. Some spools of thread. And again, if you go to the barcode, the QR code, it'll bring you to my shop. These are little Amish children. These I painted. I have 3 of these. These are great for crafts. Gingerbread men. I don't want to rush the season, but it'll be here before you know it. And again, these are in the original package. This is a little Christmas bell made out of wood. Has some mistletoe and a bow on it. Hand painted. This is a candle holder painted gold. As you can see, it has little flecks of shimmer in it. I keep all my stuff in bags so they stay clean. Any cat lovers? These are cute little wooden cats. The little yarn. They're pretty thick. And again, this is the original bag. These are little geese. Again, they're on a piece of jute. Now you can take the jute off. Original bag. I also have chickens. Again, the original bag from the 70s. Thanks for looking at that. These are little sheep. I have 4 of these. They're a little plush. Original bag. They have a little hanger on them. You could use them even as a Christmas ornament. This is a little goose that I painted. He's painted on both sides. Is a rooster. Of course, to go with the chickens. This is in the original package. It says made in China, made in Taiwan, Republic of China on the back. This is a wooden apple cart that I painted. It's pretty thick. Some more signs. These say country at heart. You get all three of them. This is a little apple, and I made a little stand for it. The apple has leather for the stem. I have two Santa Claus Coca-Cola bottles. These are the old Santa Claus bottles. They're in nice shape. I also have two Dale Earnhardt glasses. Has Dale Earnhardt's picture on it. And it comes with a Dale Earnhardt Christmas stocking. It's just a little one. So you get the 2 glasses and the stocking. Now I'm thinking that Christian wanted to see the marbles. Christian, are you still here? Christian Thomas, Thomas Christian. I have red ones. They have a little swirl in them. 17 red. These are green cat's eye. This is $3 for the 3 of them. They have different colors in them. These are brown swirls. And there's actually one has yellow on one side and orange on the other. These are brown. Swirls. They're running. So there's 7 of them. 5 are brown swirl and 1 has the yellow and orange on it. These are just black with a green one, and they are shiny. I use these for decorations in my bowls, and my jars, and my vases. I actually just bought a flower frog that you could display them on. These are cat's eye. They're a light green. I don't know if you can see the cat's eye design in there. These are speckled. They're all speckled with a big shooter that's also speckled. This is a couple speckled and a couple cat's eye. Cat's eye have 3 colors in them. There's blue, yellow, and red. These are just some pretty blue ones. They're like a silvery blue, some of them. I think that one blue one does glow. This is another set with a big shooter, big toe breaker. And this one is blue speckles. The other ones are black. This is another big shooter. This one is white. And the marbles are like a pastel color. This is 3 cat's eye that are yellow. Or actually, maybe they're clear. Clear with the green in them, yes, that's what they are. These are smaller. A little bit smaller than regular size marble. These are great for those apothecary jars that I have too. I have tons of marbles. You can mix and match if there's any colors that you like. These are very tiny. Most of them are clear, but there's 3 of them that have like a cat's eye design. They're very, very tiny. I have real pale blue ones. They look white, but they're a very pale blue. And there's 22 here. Like I said, these are great for in the bottom of a vase. These are green. There's 21. A couple of these do have a swirl to them. Like I said, there are 21. And they're a nice color green. Some of them look a little silvery. Something out there that is really disturbing my neighbor's dog. I don't know what it is, but he is barking up a storm. These are cat's eye marbles. They're clear with blue veins in them. And there's 14. You get all 14. These are green and they're very shiny. When the sun hits them, they glow. And there's 15 in this set. Try to keep the colors together to go with any kind of decor people have. These are gold. There's 20 here. These are my favorites to use around Christmas. These are like the green ones that shine, but they're blue. You can see how pretty they shine just with the light here. And they have a silver color to them too. I don't know if that ran. These are very pretty. I love the way they shine. They just glow in the sun. These are solid gray. And there's 15. I also have a little marble bag made from Disney material, handmade. If anybody's interested in a bag to go with their marbles. This is another big shooter with the speckles. I don't mean to be making you dizzy with it moving. The fan is blowing everything here. These are just multicolored. Pastels with a couple of white and a couple of black. There's 28. Or 20, I'm sorry, 20. These are just black. They have a couple swirls in them. Some have a red swirl, some have a white swirl. And there's 19 of these. This is another set of multicolors. There's 27. And again, these are great for in your vases or just for fall colors. A bowl with some leaves maybe. These are blue with a little swirl in them. 15 of these. I don't know if you can see the swirls. They're very light. These are a pretty robin's egg blue. There's 24 of these. And they're all in nice shape. There's no marks on them or anything. And then these are just plain black. Okay, I think that's it for marbles. It's heavy. Let's start out light. If you've ever gone to the Vermont teddy bear factory, these are button covers. So everybody gets a button cover, and this is the button advertising the Vermont factory. So I have 5 of these, all different furs. Great for crafts, or if you want to stuff them and make a little teddy bear. There's different colors. And 2 pins. And they're very soft. And then this one is like a plush. And you're supposed to wear them on your shirt. Put it right in your button. I use them for crafts. This is a 5-piece set. Comes with the table, the little toys on it, chair with Mama Bear. These are all resin. She has the baby on her lap. And then this is another chair for the dad. So this is a 5-piece set. Comes with the 2 chairs, Mommy and Daddy, and the table with the toys. It's in perfect condition. All resin. This is a wooden table that I made. Has a vintage piece of lace on it and a wooden bowl, hand painted. This is great for a little vignette or on a shelf. Just like a little coffee table. These are little toys that would be great on a kid's dresser. This one has hockey sticks, train, a little chalkboard, and on the other side I think is a pool cue. And I have two of these. This one has a hammer and a chisel, another pool cue. On the other side is hockey sticks. These are great for on a shelf in a boys' room. This is a wooden ladder. It has a toolbox on the top. All the tools are glued in. They're not coming out. Has a little paint can with a paintbrush and a little kitty sleeping on the bottom. This is a little resin cabinet. Has little bears on it. Looks like a big piece of wood. This is resin, two bears sitting on a blanket. This is by Fiji. These are some shelves that I just painted the other day. They're painted and varnished. This is a big, thick piece. This is another one I painted and varnished. Has birds and a heart. It's like a little shelf in the top. This is a wooden window. Again, I painted and varnished it. And I think I'm going to put a painting in the back here so that when you open the windows or through the windows, you can see the painting. It's my next project. And then I have my turtles. This is the bigger one. If you've been in my shows before, you've seen my turtles. This is all hand painted to look like a painted turtle. There's a lot of paint on there. And this is a dried mushroom. Hard as a rock, varnished, painted, varnished. It's not going to break. It's a cute little tail, cute little legs. This is the bigger one. And this is the smaller one. Look at that face. Again, lots of coats of paint. Wasn't easy doing all those colors. And again, it's a hardened mushroom. Hardened in my garage for years. And again, he has a cute little legs and tail. And a cute little face. That's my turtles. These are Tuscany salt and pepper shakers. Has flowers on one side and butterflies on the other. They've never been used. It says Tuscany right on the bottom. They are porcelain. Thanks for looking at them. This is one of my newest slate pieces. This is on a little piece of slate. You can see on the back. This is my little bear in his cave in the woods. This is another piece of slate. This is the hummingbird. And again, this is on a piece of slate. This is watercolor on gesso. The white is gesso. Makes it easy to paint on. And this comes with a stand. Oh, it's still running. And this is another piece of slate. This is a little beach scene. So this is what the slate looks like before I paint it. This is just a big piece of slate. And then I paint it with gesso and I put gold around the sides. So I have a couple ready to start. I just have to decide what to put on them. And then you saw my turtle mushrooms. This is another mushroom. It's huge. This is what they looked like before I painted them. This has been varnished already, so it's hard as a rock. I haven't painted it at all yet. And then this is going to be the head and the neck when it does get put on. So that's my next project I'm working on. I have lots of stuff started. Working on lots. So is there anyone that wants to look at any paintings before I call it a night? Because it is 9:30. I've been on since 7. And I'm on every Wednesday on the district. If you look in my bio, Art by Michele, you'll find my store. And I'll try to put everything in Buy It Now. So it's always listed to buy. So I will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for staying with me. Bye-bye.